Hello, I want to teach as many U.S. business owners, U.S. entrepreneurs, U.S. franchise owners, and 1099 income earners how they can save taxes on with the Spendthrift Trust. It's legal. It's in the IRS Tax Code 643B. It's legal. It comes from England way back when King Henry VIII started the Church of England. Yes, he chopped off his wives' heads, but he decided he was going to start a church so he could divorce them. They went back to the 12th century to the Magna Carta and said, "Oh, no, 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 King Henry VIII can't do this." It's contract law that came from England to the colonies while we were still part of England. The law firm I work on behalf of inherited a trust that's going to turn 365 years old in 2026. Our country will only be turning 250 years old on July 4th, 2026. Happy birthday, United States. Our current tax structure that we are under went into effect February of 1913, and the only thing it's done since then is grown and grown and grown and grown and grown. The super rich families of 1913, the Rockefellers, the DuPonts, the Carnegies, and the Kennedys made sure they could save taxes. Well, if they can save taxes, we can save taxes. Hi, my name is Sally Gimmon, and I am the owner of www.thetrustisyou.com. I work for a private law firm that was started 78 years ago by a Harvard law professor. He wrote 5 specific trusts to save specific taxes. You're not tax-free, you're saving specific taxes. I'm going to do 30 videos on the Business Spendthrift Trust that saves 90% on federal income taxes, and you no longer pay state income taxes year after year, generation after generation. Number 2, you're going to keep your information completely private. This is on the federal level, not on the state level. So it will not hold any LLCs, S Corps, or C Corps. Every state is different, and anyone can go online 24/7 to the Secretary of State here in North Carolina or the Corporation Commission in Arizona and research LLCs, S Corps, and C Corps by their names or by your name, and all the information is public. 40% of LLCs, S Corps, and C Corps get sued every year. I Googled it. You can too. Number 3, talking about lawsuits. All lawsuits become frivolous and go away. To give you an example, one of my Beneficial Spendthrift Trust clients, I had met him at my national real estate group. He has 100 doors in Chicago. He has a pinky ring with a 5-carat diamond in it. He has a Rolex watch. He's worth a lot of money and likes to show it. Good for him. I've never seen Patrick's RV, but let's assume it's a $250,000 vehicle. Back in August of 2024, he could not slow down for traffic. He hit the car in front of him that pushed her into the car in front of her. They got out, they exchanged information. His insurance card showed the trust's name. Patrick's Illinois driver's license showed Patrick's home address and his name. We can't change that. 4 weeks after the accident, unfortunately, Patrick's insurance probably went up. He had an at-fault accident, but his insurance would have covered to fix her car and any injuries. 4 weeks after the accident, he gets a lawsuit from an attorney for over $900,000 in pain and suffering. He calls me. He's like, "Sally, I thought I couldn't get sued." And I'm like, "You now know the lawyer's name and you know the plaintiff's name. Send them the first page of the trust and a short letter saying this is where all my assets are. You can't get blood from a stone." 8 weeks later, he calls me back and goes, "I've heard nothing. You just saved me $900,000. I'm like, "Patrick, I'm saving you tons of money in rental income taxes too." And then the 4th way it saves you, besides leaving a legacy, if you're over 65, it will stop the IRMA surcharge on parts B and D of Medicare. They say 3.5 million seniors are paying this surcharge every month. Here's the story for you. Here's the truth for you. Every October, the IRS goes back 2 years. So October 2026, they're going to look at 1040 tax returns from 2024. The computers are going to add everything together. How much you're getting from Social Security, how much you're getting from pensions, how much you're making in wages, how much you take from a 401k withdrawal, how much you take from a SEP withdrawal. Do you have capital gains? Do you have interest income taxes? Do you have dividend income taxes, rental income taxes, and royalty income taxes? Because the IRS only checks 1040 tax returns, and the Spendthrift Trust files a 1041 tax return, They don't know how much you're making. For a story for you, again, one of my Beneficial Trust members, he has several Airbnbs. He went to a church social in Oregon. I do not know if the person did not wash their hands or if it got too hot. He knows he ate 3 deviled eggs. He got very sick. He had what's it called? Kidney failure. He had to get on dialysis. 42 years old, got kidney failure. They did a 2-year look back for him. He had started the trust 18 months earlier. He had sold a piece of land in Paradise Valley, Arizona. He knew about the trust. He started the trust, and then he got started his Airbnbs. When they looked back at everything, they couldn't see where all his money was. For him, he's getting taxed. He's being charged $14,000 a month for 3 days of kidney dialysis every single week. He doesn't have to worry about that. So with the business trust, you're going to save 90% in federal income taxes and no longer pay state income taxes. My example today is a traveling nurse who saw one of my TikTok videos. She travels. She does either a 6-week or a 6-month rotation. She changes it up quite a bit. When she talked to me back in 2024, she was making $400,000. She was single. She lives in California. I got an invitation to her wedding. She's getting married in May, so her tax bracket's going to now become married. There's four ways to file your taxes. Single, most expensive way. Head of household, you're divorced with children 18 or younger. Married, filing separately. And then the cheapest way is married. Listen up, ladies and gentlemen. On January 1st of 2025, the IRS quietly changed changed married filing separately to match single from 10% all the way down to the 6th level of 35%. If you're married, do yourself a favor and file jointly. You'll save double in the taxes just with that one hint. And you don't even have to get the Spendthrift Trust. So for her, these are 2026 numbers, and I'm still showing her as single. She made $400,000 at 35% tax rate. She's saving 90% on federal income taxes, which is $97,892. And then on top of that, because she's in California, she's paying 10.4% California state income taxes of an additional $41,200. These are 2026 numbers, again, as single. She's getting married in May, so it's going to change. For the full year, she'll save $139,092, or per month, $11,590. When she started this trust way back in 2024, she decided that she was going to buy a condo in Long Beach, California. The condo is in the trust. She gets to save taxes on that. She's also telling other traveling nurses that she works with that, hey, because we're getting paid in 1099 income, I know how you can save 90% on your federal income taxes and stop paying state income taxes. She's my affiliate. I have a free JV affiliate program where I pay $1,000 for anyone who gives their link. I do all the work, and then when I get paid, I send them $1,000 by PayPal, by Zelle, or by wire instructions. I can't help W-2 income earners, but Google says 32% of W-2 income earners make 1099 income. So here's a promise for you. If you file single, head of household, married filing separately, or jointly, I can save you and make $100,000 in 1099 income. You will save five figures in taxes, federal income taxes every single year. Year after year, generation after generation. You make more than $100,000 in 1099 income, you will save even more in taxes plus state income taxes. 7 states, the big ones, Texas, Tennessee, Florida, South Dakota, don't have state income taxes. If you want to find out more, I have a free masterclass at www.thetrustisyou.com. The law firm I work on behalf of was started 78 years ago by a Harvard law professor, and in 78 years, not a single trust has ever been audited. Now his grandson and great-grandson run the law firm. They give you a certification saying if you get questioned by the IRS, They will defend you free of charge. They have 5 trust attorneys on staff. One trust in 78 years was questioned by a senior IRS agent. He went down to Texas where the law firm is, spent 5 hours in the boardroom, approved the trust. 2 weeks later, he sent an unsolicited letter back to the law firm. Then he retired from the IRS, and then he contacted all his clients where he contacted them about problems with their taxes and helped them get the Spendthrift Trust. I wish I had his Rolodex. This is legal. It's in the IRS Tax Code 643B. The big question is, why doesn't your CPA or your financial advisor know about this? It's because there are 1 million active attorneys in the United States. Only 4% are trust attorneys. A textbook they study in law school is called Scott and Asher on Trust, 5th edition. If you're close to a law library, you can also look this up in Black's Law Dictionary. It's in the IRS Tax Code 643B. If someone tells you, ooh, the IRS wrote a memo on August 9th of 2013 where they say they don't like IRS Tax Code 643B, they do not like the irrevocable, complex, discretionary, non-grantor spendthrift trust. Yes, they did. Ask whoever's telling you about this, say, I know it's 15 pages. Have you read the entire memo? On every single page of all 15 pages on the bottom, it says this is not tax information. The IRS cannot change the tax code. Only Congress can change the tax code. Our current president's father, Frank Trump, started both the Business and Beneficial Spendthrift Trusts in 1972 when Frank and Donald Trump got sued by the city of New York. There is a New York Times article where Frank Trump says he will never be sued again for doing business. Our president is a trust baby. If he can save taxes, and if I can save taxes, you can save taxes. Thank you for watching my video. I hope you learned something new. Save 90% on federal income taxes and stop paying state income taxes with the Business Spendthrift Trust. Have a beautiful Tuesday.